Good morning. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Mike. Happy Halloween. Like my Joker face. Scary. Pick couldn't be here today, so we got his proxy. Where is it? Captain Krusty. How you doing, Cynthia? Mike, have you been on the beach since the big storm? New Hampshire beach metal detecting, if you're still here. You are right now? I think that's what it said. He's fatter than Pick. I know, he's like Slim Pickens. I am way better than the last time you folks seen me. I do have a painted on smile, but it's for real. I might get my lazy Susan because I feel like you guys are way lower. Like, not you guys, but my camera's wicked low. Got my Halloween shirt. This shirt is so old, and I gave it a paint job a couple of weeks ago. It's glow in the dark paint. Of course, you can't tell that now because it's daytime. So, welcome to my Halloween special. Want any of this? I didn't think so. It'll just fucking go right through them anyways. Tommy, good morning. How you doing, buddy? Everybody ready for Halloween? Do you dress up? This is the first time I've put stuff on my face for Halloween in forever. We pass out candy, but I don't normally dress. I just put my long dark, I call it my Columbine jacket, but I guess it's like almost a floor length duster type thing. It scares them enough. I'm doing good. I'm way better than I was before, and I apologize for that to everybody. Funny thing about that. We got like a big jump in our subs about a week ago. I won't say the numbers because, whatever, but we jumped like 9 subs. I do a live stream, we lose 4. Kawinky dink. I don't know. I'm looking quite, what? Festive, jokerish. I figured I got to make up for my first one. Well, actually, it's my second one going live by myself, but I can read your mind. I've been to a couple of your streams. Don't worry about the numbers. Just that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, it might be from like new people coming and not clicking a like or not even leaving a couple of emojis. Who knows? Whatever. We have people that are sub to our channel that are from different countries. Obviously, I can tell by the script. And I have they give us 7 thumbs up, plus a couple of things that don't even show up. And I gave it right back. I even do the pound sign, and blow it up afterwards or to show, hey, thank you. Thank you for watching, thank you for watching the TV show. But yeah, we went out last week. Last Sunday, I think it was. We have a friend that was talking on Facebook, and he says he had a 171-year-old property, and I jumped right on that little live feed or whatever, and I was like, "Yo, dude!" So he was so nice and told us that we could go there and metal detect, and that was a couple of weeks ago. And we got a invite from Stan saying that there would be a surprise guest that day. And anyways, we ended up going to Henniker to do the dig with New Hampshire cleanup crew, and I'm glad we did because we got to meet Kay. So, and then I just asked this our friend if we could. I said sorry that we didn't, like, he wasn't going to be there anyways. He gave us permission to be there, but still, you know what I mean? You just don't want to show up and whatever. So, yeah, I contacted him again and said sorry that we didn't obviously show up the weekend before, but we lost our dog A, and then, like I said, we got the group hunt thing, which we did. Hey, hi, Brenda. Boo. Here's a boo for you. Ah. Joker, I know, right? I got the freaking color hair and everything. Holy crap. You know who I really feel like with the blue eyeshadow? You guys ever watch the Drew Carey show? That Mimi chick? Eek. Excuse me. Hi, Pat. Oh, be careful. Don't crash on my account. Thank you for stopping in. I was so sad that you didn't have your stream on Wednesday. I was looking forward to it, but that's okay. I will be at the next one. I will definitely be. Shouldn't the Covers be having their thing tonight? I look like Grandpa Munster right now. Hey, this makeup is actually doing me some good. No. Excuse me. Yeah, if I put a freaking light bulb in my mouth, I could look like Uncle Fester. Ooh. Thanks for stopping by, Pat. But pay attention to the road. Oh yeah, Cover said that you guys were going to Swifties. Did you go there and left? And on your way back home, is that the deal? Not that you don't have to tell me anything. Nosy? No. Curious like a cat. Of course, we all know what that sentence goes like. Oh. See? Dang. Thanks for the heads up, because I would be like, what in the hell? Is it just me? Which I really think it is, but I'm starting to realize too that looking on this stupid, like, I gotta do my hair. You know how I always do my hair because it's OCD bish. Yeah, just don't try to do it while looking at the camera because I always go the wrong way. It's this weekend. Alrighty then. What do you guys got? Got any Halloween plans? Got any big bashes? The only thing about trying to blow your nose with makeup on is it'll be gone in a second. See, that almost gone. But I wanted to do a little something, just so, I could say, hey, we did a Halloween bash. Like I said, this shirt is so old, you could practically see through it, except for the big skull there. So that's a good thing. But I figured, well, if I ruin it, painting on it, it's almost ready for a rag. But So now I can wear it a little bit longer. Body paint. No, no, no. I gotta lose about 80 pounds before you even think of that. I'll get one of those elongated t-shirts that have the body on it. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta try to explain that to my husband. Body paint. Trying to get the numbers up, right? That's it. I'll have to do like wear a mask and just go pose out in the nature like the It Clown, right? See how many people I scare the hell away. Yeah, you sneak up on them instead and tag them and say, "You're it." Finally stopped raining here. It was raining like 2 days in a row. And wind, holy crap. We didn't lose any trees, knock on wood. I can float too, only because of my belly. I got my airbags reduced a couple of years ago, believe it or not. Another thing I did to try to help my shoulders and my neck, because the same time I had my second hip replacement, me and my osteo doctor came to fruition that because my left shoulder is beat and all that stuff, and that needs to be replaced. So I was trying to prolong my having my shoulder before having it replaced, and it's been like probably 2 years, 3 years. I'm trying to think when I had my hip surgery, 2019, I think, or 2018. One of them. Sorry, reading Brenda's comment. Nice. Oh, nice, Brenda. Congratulations. I loved your walnut pieces. Oh, how you decorated them. Excuse me. Just trying to be me and at the same time trying to keep my cough under wraps. Who's Clowny? Is that your evil twin, Tommy? Is it me or does this skull look like a monkey? It almost looks like a chimp. Float down here, Tommy. Oh, it is your evil twin. The last time you did your stream, you were like, you had your mirror image. I was like, oh my God, he cloned himself. Clone, clown, tomato, tomato. Well, my fake eyelashes are crazy. Clown from the clown, it, right? No, Cynthia said he's thinner than Carl. I feed him, trust me, I really do. It's just that I don't work like I used to. I used to work like 3 guys. And now I'm not. And I don't have the car, so I don't go anywhere except on the weekends. But boo-hoo, yeah. So I finished a couple of series. Last week I was talking about Lock and Key, finished that one. Then I said I went back to Blacklist. Let's just say I finished season 8. Whether or not they're going to continue, but at least I'm done. I'm waiting for Bad Girls to come back on. Yeah, it didn't. We were playing on your vid and thought you would pick up on it, and I didn't know that your heart was as huge as it is until that moment, Tommy, when you came on and said you really thought like we were broken down somewhere. We're trying to get people to come and help us or get us a vehicle. I was like, oh my God, joke's on us, because you took it as something serious, and we really appreciate that. Like, okay, now we know that we have somebody way the fuck in Florida if we ever need help with anything. He told me I'm on the side of I-93. I'm getting my ass. Guess I'd have to go on 95. That would make it easier, because it's 95, I think, that goes from Maine to Florida. Can tell I have hardly been anywhere. I've been to Maine. I've been to Mass. I've been to upstate New York and North Carolina once. Never been to New York City. Been to Boston. Been to a couple of concerts. I've been to a couple of Bruins games way back in like late 70s, early 80s, I want to say. Yeah, early 80s. Way back in the day. Even before Celtics Larry Bird and shit was big. Bird is the word. Tommy has a big heart for sure. and oh my God, Tommy, and you proved it again, because when you did a live thingy and you were talking about your neighbor, she gave you a plant, and then she gave you a card with Samula Mula Mula. Cool. But you were so taken by that, and it showed. Oh, I only know. I know Charlie from Tommy's streams mainly. I know he laughs at what I say, so he likes something of me anyways. I know you were. And I could, my lip is usually the first giveaway. I don't know about anybody else's, but yeah, that's the first giveaway that I'm gonna start freaking bawling, and I there's no, it just bubbles like my giggling or whatever. My emotions run deep, and I've always been emotionally charged, but how's the band coming? Almost done? Yeah. Oh my God, I was pissing myself last week when you had Ray. Now, Ray, that's Ray Gonzalez, that you had on your stream, and then you had was it Bill the Harley guy? And then I'm whispering that you're not going to see this. And then squirrel magnet fishing. Oh my god, I almost said a bad, not a bad, but you were asking him if he had, if he was married with children, and he was just, informing us. But he was like, hold on, my bozo hair. But he was saying something about, and yeah, Ed Squirrel, right? Yeah, and he said something about not being able to have kids. Not that that's funny, but right away, me in my mind went, "Ooh, that sucks. The squirrel's having problems with his nuts." The squirrel's having nut problems is what I was thinking. But in the best way there, Bubba. Don't leave us just because I said that. Like I said, I already scared freaking Pastor Gene away. And whatever the three that left after my first stream. So, yeah. Sorry. I told you I have no filter. It was all in jest. It was all in jest. Okay. Jester. I was going to wear a hat that had like about 6 different bells hanging around. Ding, 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 ding. But, yeah, I think that would have been crazy. The noise would have drove me nuts. Another OCD thing. I would have been like a cat. And my pillow almost like I thought a mouse or something was in here. You never know. Does happen. Well, we'll just leave that stupid pillow there. I'm sorry, I said. Hey, okay. Hilarious works. Like I said, I am me. I try to keep it clean, but we are adults. I thought this was an adult channel. Well, I know it's an adult channel. So you're not going to see no fucking purple dinosaurs. My, stop. Sorry, my dog's whining at the slider. Oh, thank you, Mama. You have been right there with us from the beginning, and I still remember you. You commented on one of our beach vids. It was in the morning time, and I shared of course, I shared a sunrise. What are you talking about, Cynthia? You, to me, are... Everybody says, Cynthia, it's like Norma cheers, Cynthia. You know what I mean? You're on everybody's streams, everybody's videos. We appreciate everything that you ever say to us and comment on. But thank you so much. I'm the third out of 6 kids, believe it or not. You're looking at the shy one. I was a wallflower for many years. And then I was in a not too good relationship, and apparently, I don't want to say I lived a double life, but when I was away from the person, I was me. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that until somebody that's part of my family said, you can tell you're in a domestic abuse relationship. And I was like, fucking what? And she's like, yeah, because we hung out with the same crowd of people. Okay, so, and she's known me since early teens and yada yada, before and after my children's dad. And she's like, because you are very, very open and friendly and funny. And on the off chance that we would go out with each other, somewhere public, which hardly ever happened because I was always left at home, I didn't speak because God forbid I say something that would piss him off, and then I'd be shoved back home. So you know what I mean? You live and learn and yada yada yada, and over time you develop tough skin or whatever the hell it is, or you have to wait. You have to get self-love, I guess, before you can give anything worth anything. You know what I mean? But through it all, I still kept my humor, and yeah, I'm telling you, my mother laughs her ass off. Because again, I am honest. You know what I mean? So I try not to swear so much in front of my mom, but like I said, she knows. I still remember one day we had 5 girls, and then they got their son as the 6th child. And my brother swore one day, and my dad said, Jesus Christ, Skip, you're starting to sound like your sisters. But hey, you have 5 girls. We were Ray the Mover. We were the snow removers. You know what I mean? Like and that's why I think I grew up to be a physical type work person instead of, I should have used this and been like, or hello. Yeah, you can do anything on the phone. Did I ever think of that? No. Let's go bust my ass. So, but you know what? Hard work, honest pay. And I raised my 2 girls, and as life would have it, funny thing is, Pick and I have been friends. We've known each other from the neighborhood that we used to live in. Back in the day, we were teenagers, but he was a different person then, and didn't follow the straight and narrow, we'll say, so to speak. So I was kind of like me. And then he grew up and got his shit together and paid for whatever mistakes he made in his youth, and now he's a productive human being. And our circles came around, and boof, and we've been together since, we got married in 2012. We lived together. I moved in with him. I think I lived with him for about a year, but I think I knew. You know what I mean? Hi, Silver Scorpions. You kind of know, you know what I mean? You know. Yeah, never had a straitjacket. Spent a lot of time in my room, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you one thing. Bringing my children up by myself, one thing I did do, not so much a mantra, but every night before bed, I always watched some kind of comedy show. Whether it was the Laugh Factory, Caroline's Comedy Hour. Remember all that shit back in the 80s? Stand-up comedy. I always made sure that I watched something funny so that when I did finally lay my head on the pillow, the things going through my head were more lighter, blah, blah, blah. And then you wake up the next day and you're right back to where you were, you know, thinking about, you know, what is it called? You robbing Peter to pay Paul, or whatever the freak it is, you know. But yeah, one of those deals. We all know that. Which bill am I going to pay? Let's see, which bill's going to get shut off before BBB? So you doop, 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 doop. And yeah. And here I am. Still living. Haven't killed anybody yet. But yeah, nobody's going to break me. I might have something end up getting broken, but let's hope not anymore. Not that I ever did either, but this is me. This is who I am. 57 years old. I've been through hell and back, raised 2 kids on my own with mom and dad for the most part, because dad was too busy out cruising the chicks. He went after the youngins and blah, blah, blah. And I stayed home and raised our children. So now I'm free to do me. Well, not all the way free. No. Papa Ruth, Bill, good morning. Happy Halloween brunch with Bean. Yeah. Oh, Cynthia. I'm telling you, I've been there, girlfriend. Let me just say one thing. Mental health is definitely a big thing. You know what I mean? And I've always told my girls, there's nobody in this world worth you harming yourself for over whatever. If somebody's going to leave you, yeah, take your lumps or whatever. Your heart will heal, believe it or not. And you go from there. I made the mistake of trying to let our kids have both mom and dad. You know what I mean? Not being this, because his growing up and my growing up were totally different. His mother was married like 5 times. My parents were together until my dad died. And my mother has never been in another relationship since my dad died in 1999. Yeah, so oh, bummer. But we're here, so if you come in and out, we'll be watching for you. Okay, I see something about a root slayer. Oh, the dig in the hole? Oh, there you go, Cynthia. You have the shovel to dig. Yep, we get a root slayer, and then my husband's got one that's even a little bit more of a shovel than the root slayer. The root slayer is kind of like a pie wedge, and the one he has is more of a scoop. So yeah, I'm home all day, bored for the most part. And about this stream, I didn't know. Wow, hi. I don't know if it's Mark or Angela, but hello to Dive into Debt. Good morning. Happy Halloween-ish. Old dry wells. Well, I'm going to tell you a little something I heard. Swamplands. You kind of dig up some sod in the wet stuff, throw a cadaver in there, whatever you want to call it, and throw the sod back down. Good luck. That's just what I heard, though. It's all stored in the memory warehouse. Trust me. No, you want to hear a funny story? Not really, because I scared my husband when I told him about it. It's both, I think. Oh, it's Mark. Okay. What's this? To beat the gators off right? Yeah, we don't have no gators up in New Hampshire that I know of. If we do, somebody flushed them. Yeah, I've plotted. I've plotted. I'm not proud of it. I've actually. I'm an idiot because I actually attempted to do something, and sometimes Hold on, I have to fix this bozo fucking without touching, without looking in the camera. Almost took bones out. Sorry, Bish. He's flipping the bird. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Yeah, it helps when you know the difference between um, the gas line and the brake line. I made a mistake on that little aspect. So. Just kidding. No. Plus, he was lucky too because there's metal wrapped around it or something like that. I thought it was just like cables, kind of like an air pump. Okay. Apparently not. He's lucky. Yeah, he had a Harley that he really, really, really loved and thought he was so cool on. But the only thing I ended up doing was making the garage smell like gas. There's that mental health I was talking about. Good thing I decided to walk the F away. What's your little girl gonna be for Halloween? Sorry, I shouldn't assume that you guys practice Halloween, not knowing, but I'm just gonna think that you do. Any outfits for your little girl, Mark? Costume? Or are you not doing it because of the Carol syrup in the tank worked wonders? He's gone now. He did it himself a couple years ago. A princess. Oh, my oldest was a princess once, and my youngest was a genie, and it was freezing, and they had to. Oh, my genie daughter was so mad because her costume was all, obviously they have the little underwear part, okay, and then the little teepee top and the hat, and then the rest of the costume was like a mesh. It's freezing. I mean, it was almost like snow. So I got her like flesh colored, almost like thermals, but they didn't have the thermal. It was smooth material. Oh my gosh, she hated me because I made her wear. It looked like her skin color, but she had a little bit more protection. But yeah, she was a little genie with the thingy, and she wasn't too happy. But well, what is she gonna be for Halloween? Brenda. Hello, Gary. Good morning. Happy Halloween. Thank you for joining us for brunch. I don't know why I called it brunch because I'm not eating, but you can only have so many coffee chats and blah, blah, blah. So I don't think I'd get too many joiners if I said getting baked with bean hour. What's the best costumes you guys have dressed up as? Put it in the comments if you've ever dressed for a Halloween costume. And have you ever won any costume contests, whether at clubs or wherever? Awesome, Brenda. A homemade costume, or did you buy it? Well, I'm gonna say it was a costume, right? The Energizer Bunny. Aw, you're a queen, Cynthia. Homemade, awesome. I made my kids Oscar the Grouch and Animal homemade costumes with the fake fur and cardboard. Poster boards. Yeah, I made an Oscar the Grouch garbage can with I think two poster boards, either stapled or taped together. Then again, let's see, I was poor at the time. The whole thing was made with like hot glue gun. Um, my daughter's animal costume, I took her baby bonnet that fit on her head still. And then I cut red and orange yarn at different lengths and hot glued it to the baby bonnet. And she had a onesie that was red. And then I took a pair of pants that she had outgrown, and I just cut them jagged on the legs, and gave her like a yellow crop top. And then I painted almost like this. Almost like this on red fabric. So I painted like animals, whatever face, and I think she might have had a foam nose. I'm not sure. It looked, and that was attached to the strap of the bonnet, so you could undo it on one side and take the whole thing off. But they looked awesome. And Oscar the Grouch was the arms, the head, again, a bonnet. I just colored her face green and white for the eyes. And she had the garbage can cover that was also made of the cardboard. Those are two of my favorite ones. We're broke, and Dad bought homemade cardboard boxes and made us. Damn straight. I saw Statue of Liberty. Awesome. I saw some kids a couple years ago, and they were definitely homemade costumes. Dude, they made their kids, what do you call them? Autobots, right? The movies with Bumblebee and blah blah blah. They were, they were like, if they would, it would have looked like a car. That was cool. And like I said, homemade. So I like homemade costumes way better than store-bought costumes. I remember one time I taped my eyes down, no lie, with tape like this, and then went over it with foundation. And my mother had brought home, they look like wise men beard and mustache pieces together, and we had like this sombrero, and I think I had a striped poncho. I don't know, but yeah, I went like a little Mexican person. It's not me, I dressed up. Yes, I look like a human being, but it was awesome. Yep. My mom and dad actually, I get a picture, not on me. My dad dressed up as Mr. T. He's as white as a sheet. He painted his face and everything. My mother gave him almost like all her freaking fake chains and yada, yada, yada. And she dressed up as kind of like a Cyndi Lauper-ish punk, sprayed stuff pink in her hair, and we went to my brother's Halloween party, which was downstairs in his basement, and my dad got up to go get another diet tonic or something. Diet tonic, diet soda, diet Coke, whatever it was he was drinking. He got up off their couch. They had a couch throw. It was peach colored. And he left like some kind of mark from his makeup on their couch. And I looked at my sister and I said, holy shit, grab one in. And we did and put the upside down back on their couch. And I told my father not to lean back. Keep your shit off the couch. Go sit on a bar stool. But they looked awesome. My dad was a mummy one year, all wrapped up in sheet fabrics. I went as, of course, we can't do this now, but I was dressed as Aunt Jemima back in the day. My relatives had no clue who I was, so I guess I did a good job. My sister had an awesome costume about 15 years ago, probably, we're going to say, and she did right down the middle. Man on one side, female on the other side. So she went like this, she was a guy, went like this, she was a female. It was awesome. She did actually helped her do her makeup. But she sewed her outfit together, so. Bye, Gary. Cheers. Yeah, I don't wear glasses. I mean, I have cheater readers from like the dollar store. I took off my mask one year and scared a pit bull. Come on. So I appreciate you all coming back and doing this with me again today. Like I said, wasn't sure how it was going to go because of the last week's. And that was another thing, because where it's new, I didn't want to, overstep my bounds. And then again, I don't want to have one every day. Why? We're not going to have anything to discuss. We got to let some stuff go by, correct? So we have, considering I said I don't talk religion, politics, or sports, so that leaves up, whatever else is out there. But, we got to have some things to discuss. So that would be, that's why I'm trying to engage us all in conversation. And since it's Halloween, I figured, Halloween. Any of you guys ever do any pranks on people? Did you ever crap in a bag, light it on fire, and put it on somebody's porch you hated? I never done that. I've never TP'd anybody's house. I can't remember if I partook in egging somebody's house once. If I egged somebody's house, it wasn't on Halloween and they deserved it. I told you I'm honest. I can remember a Halloween party as an adult, mind you. And yes, I was under the influence of alcohol and something else, but we won't say what. And not anymore, but back in the day, yes. I was dressed up as, geez, I can't even say that anymore. A Native American. I had a black wig, yada, yada, yada. I remember we used to have the old wraparound skirts you tuck through, tied it. So it was like an Indian print, kind of neutral with specks of blue and maroon here and there. Well, I had Lee press-on fingernails. And at the time, I smoked butts, which I gave up in, 2008 or 2009, but I still have that, smoky Brenda Vaccaro fucking voice. Correct. Yeah, right? You know what I mean? If you got to experiment. People experiment, whether it's drinking, smoking, blah, 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 blah. I've done some shit. I'm not going to say everything, but you know what I mean? Smoking's my bag. Smoking is something I've been a productive human being my whole life, regardless of whether or not I smoked. When I say smoked, I mean the ganj. Always paid my bills, la la la. You know what I mean? No one went without. My kids came first. And again, I've tried things, and they say, "Oh, weed is a gateway drug." Fuck you, okay? Because what is alcohol? Is that a gateway for, is beer a gateway for, or is wine, you know what I mean, a gateway for hard liquor? I don't, a lot of people just drink beer. They don't, they don't, sorry. I have like Beretta's bird fucking thing going on. Cuckoo, yeah. Anywho, yeah, you learn what your limits are. You're only going to drink so much and puke and puke and puke. I learned that when I was 18. And I had the headband back in the day. So every time you're like Ralph and headband lands in your freaking barf pile. No, thank you. I'm all set with that. Yeah. Not that I don't drink, but yeah, no, I don't drink. I had a bottle of not vodka, a bottle of Kahlua. I'm trying to remember if I gave it to my kid a couple years ago because it's been sitting on top of my refrigerator we went camping upstate New York. Let's see, I think 6 years ago was the last time we went. And I'm trying to think I don't even think we brought anything to drink back then. So it was probably one of my first times going up there, and I brought a bottle of Kahlua and I think vodka to make White Russians. Or no vodka, just Kahlua and milk for Kahlua sombreros. Yeah. If you smoke, you die. What? Wait, hold on. You smoke, you die. If you don't smoke, you die. Yeah, you know what though? I've had like 4 major surgeries since, we'll say, 2013, being 2 hip replacements, a breast reduction. I went from being like a 38 double D to, I don't even know if it's a B or maybe a small C. I don't know. All I know is that I don't feel like I have boobs anymore. So since recovering from my surgery, this bitch has not had a fucking bra on since. I just feel like I don't have boobs because they're way smaller than what they were. So to me, you can't even tell I even have boobs. Well, obviously I get the shirt on, you know what I mean? La, la, la. Okay. This is nothing. That's nothing. I used to be like, yeah. So anyways, I had the reduction done for my shoulder and neck issues, hoping that getting rid of the boulders will help the holders. Because it's so far. The damage is done, you know what I mean? I got like a geode somewhere in my bone up in here. And it's funny thing is, the kayaking movement doesn't bother it. It's like grabbing my coffee cup and rotating in toward my body, or worse, out from my body. Then I get that stabbing shit in here. Yeah, and I'm talking stabbing like hurt so bad. I think that's the next thing that needs to be addressed, because it's getting to the point now where just carrying around my scoop and my roots layer. And I'm not even talking about digging with it, just carrying the damn thing is starting to, I'm sorry, pain me. You know what I mean? So, but I'm like, I gotta do this so that it happens before the good weather comes, so I have time to freaking heal, so that I can go out and swing towards spring or kayak again or whatever. Because I hear shoulder replacement is way different than hip replacement. I was walking around the same day I got my hip done. Okay, they have you up and about. My family was like, "What the hell?" I went to a baby shower 1 week after having my second hip replaced. Of course, the difference being my first hip replacement was done posterior, which means they cut through my buttock and went, apparently was a hacker. Okay, but yeah, they go through your butt muscle that way, yada yada. 6 years later, 5 years later, I have the other one done. That's done anteriorly from the front, right at the front of your upper thigh into that joint area. Way easier. The recovery is way easier, whereas the first one going through the back part, way more constraints. You're not supposed to do this, that, and the other thing. Sorry, I'm gonna stop just so I can scroll. Yeah, so I'm debating when I should get a hold of my doctor to see about doing the shoulder. I was looking into gastric bypass, I won't lie, because of my diabetes and my respiratory stuff like that. I'm like, I need help losing weight so I can get on a better, healthier lifestyle. Because I married my husband and got injured 3 weeks later, and he likes sweets, and he's fucking like a stick. Like, we swapped. I went from being him to being different, and anywho, I looked into the gastric bypass, and are you really? It's funny. You never know what people are for their jobs and shit. And I'm not sure if Tommy said he was at one point too, but I'm not a criminal. I'm a good person. Yeah, you never know. You never know, right? You never know about your neighbor. You never know. That's why I said we're honest. There's no guessing with us, But what we do for us. We don't, we don't give away. We share. That's it's a social thing. Like sharing a beer with friends, whatever. But oh my god. Now I'm like, holy fucking shit. Wow, I just lost my train of thought there. Well, talking about it's one thing, you know what I mean? I haven't show. Well, I did kind of show it going by the screen, but again, you don't like me for that. Sorry. I'm not a bad person, and this is what I said last time, and we won't even go there. We'll Your wife must worry about you every day. I almost dated a dude, but a dude. Hello, I've only meat eater. Oh my god. Yeah, I almost dated a cop once, but I was like, what are you, fucking high? That won't work out. I'll be making collars off of everybody in my family. Right? Right? You got it better than a lot of other people out there. See, my thing is, though, I like women to a point. I don't like women like that. So, yeah. Definitely. Wow, kudos to her. Yeah. Well, you guys are awesome. I'm a professional seamstress and crafter, but I think everyone knows that. That's awesome, Mama, Brenda. The last job I had was maintenance in an aluminum casting foundry where we made a bunch of parts. Oh, why? Hold on for 1 second. Oh my god, I hope this. Every time I get a phone call from a family member, I think it's something bad. Hello?
Hi, are you ignoring me?
No, I'm doing a live stream right now. Is it good news or bad news? Oh, for lunch? Come pick my ass up.
All right, well, I'm going to grab lunch first. I had to leave work early, so I'm like, I called Mom. I said, hey, you got any sleep? You want to do lunch? I said, I'm trying to get in touch with Bean. And she's like, you can't do it. I'm like, you're not working until fucking 11, okay?
Oh, that's fine then, because before we go, I gotta fucking wash my face because I look like the Joker. I look like Mimi Joker.
I'm going to go pick up Mom. Anyways, we're going to take her car because I got the truck.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, give me a text. Give me a text before you get, like, when you're on your way. All right. Okay, thanks. Lovin's. Bye. Well, glad I answered it. Gonna do lunch. We're doing brunch with you guys. Gonna do lunch with Mom and my sister. Yahoo! She's like, are you ignoring me, bitch? First time I hear it ring, so she must have sent me some texts and I didn't hear it. Right? Lunch. Woohoo. These guys are my. Oh, yeah, she did send me texts. Yeah. Yeah, anybody that works with children and handicapped or together, handicapped children, or even adults and the elderly and the infirm, like nurses, they have all my respect. I respect nurses in I don't know, medical assistants, nursing assistants. They used to call them candy stripers, but I don't know what they call them now. But kudos to them, because let me tell you, I've been in and out of a couple of hospital facilities. And again, I didn't go for the longest time because, you have a bad experience and you have a doctor that's a dick. And like my first hip doctor was a dick. Dick. Hated him. Okay. Guy was 7 fucking feet tall. And I'm in there for whatever, checkup, whatever. He ends up having a conversation with my husband the whole freaking time I'm there, talking about God knows what. But anyways, this guy was like 7 foot tall, yada, yada, yada. He manhandled me, like, or obviously to do a hip replacement takes some shit. But I heard a couple of the nurses say, yeah, him and his blah 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 assistant were really rough. So I can't even tell you what the freak they did to me besides what they were supposed to do to me. But once I went, got a new PCP and yada yada yada, and I explained because she's like, "You haven't been to the doctors," and yeah, because I don't like them. Okay, like whatever. I know my body, and I know when normally until I went to the doctors in 2018 for a health checkup or whatever it was, and found out that I was in AFib. I thought I was just having, it's hot and it's humid because it was, I'm trying to think, July 6th. July 6th. And I just thought it was humid. When it's humid, I always feel like I get somebody sitting on my shoulders and yada, yada, yada. So I'm breathing more. And I'm overweight, so that helps or doesn't help. And my doctor peeked her face in the freaking door and she said, "Yo, do you know what AFib is?" And I said, kind of, sort of. And she said, "Yeah, well, you're in it right now." So I had to take an ambulance from this building that's 100 yards away. They wouldn't let me walk. They wouldn't let me drive. I have the car. My husband's at work, which is like 5 blocks away. So he ended up having to walk from his work to the hospital. And by the time he got there, they were just kind of put me in the back of the ambulance and hey, I'll meet you in the emergency room around the freaking corner. But yeah, AFib, never had that shit before. Diabetes. That, if anything, I got to get my sugar shit. I got to get willpower and fucking kick sugar to the curb. But I got to tell my husband, you buy candy, keep it at work. Because the guy comes home with bags of Halloween candy before Halloween, guy. What the you think I'm not going to get into it? Yeah, okay. Oh, but the big thing was, this is what I looked into having gastric bypass. I did one of their online meetings, whatever. You got to do 2 or 3 of them before anything even happens, which when I asked my insurance, they were like, "No, you don't have to do this, that, and the other thing. It's just, if they agree on it, yada, yada, yada." Okay, yeah, no. So I sit through that first meeting, hour-long meeting. And towards the end, one of them says, "Oh, yes. So if you are an abuser of narcotics or marijuana, you have to be free of it for 3 months before having surgery." Fuck you. No. That's like telling somebody that takes depression medicine or anxiety medicine, you have to stop taking that medicine before you're eligible to have surgery. Hello, I had cardiac ablation, 2 hip surgeries, and my boobs cut off, and did not have to stop smoking. I had an anesthesiologist tell me to take a hit off of my inhaler like I would off of a bong before going in for a surgery. But yet, because I want to get my stomach cut off and just leave a little pouch, you expect me to go without my fucking sane medicine? Nope. Guess I'll just attempt to do it by starvation, I guess. Well, it's not going to be today because I'm going out for lunch. You don't eat solid food anymore. What the fuck does that mean, Cynthia? What do you just do, shakes? Sorry, I'm trying to, again, scroll. I have dentures. And I have a sweet tooth. Oh, let me ask you this. Do you still have, okay, obviously we have dentures. We used to have teeth problems. And I still have, You know those spots where you eat ice cream and you're like, motherfucker? You know, or you brush your teeth with hot water or warm water because cold water goes right through you. And if you drink anything cold, it's got to be with a straw so it hits the back of your throat, not your fucking teeth. Yeah. I have dentures. I still have that problem. Well, you know, it's like I shouldn't have a boo boo. Cold shouldn't bother me. I should be able to eat a spoonful of ice cream and not bother me. I should be able to take a sip of hot coffee and have it not bother me. You know what I mean? But, well, I can't drink hot coffee. I have to kind of let it sit there and kind of turn room temperature, because if I don't, I break out into sweats from the hot flash. So, yeah, I have to drink Luke coffee or iced coffee. Oh, I just caught that part. Oh my Lord, Cynthia! Wow! I just caught that piece. Holy moly! I'm not even gonna. Wow! 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 I used to have an aunt. She's in heaven now. I'm not sure if it's been 4 years or 5 years. Never smoked. Never smoked in her whole life, and she ended up getting cancer in her jaw, and they ended up taking like half of her jaw out, removing it and shit. I'm like, oh my god. So, you know, and that's what it takes to realize that there are way other people in way worse shape than I am. You know what I mean? So suck it up, bish. And like I said, again, I apologize for how I was last week, but I lost my baby girl dog. I still got my kids, thank God. And apparently my emotions were still bubbling. Wow. It's weird. I can eat meat and la 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 with my dentures, but try to eat a fucking frozen green bean. Steamed. He's like, I need to make more freaking ridges on these fucking teeth. My lowers suck. I hate my lowers. They only stay in until I eat something, and then they loosen up. And well, I use gripper because I reduced my dentures on my own because they're like way the fuck up in here and hang on here. Now, talk about slicing up your gums and all that stuff. Sorry, can't. Yeah, I'm getting better too. I had a lung CAT scan not long ago, and it was perfect. This doesn't show anything to be worried about. You know, like I said, I was a smoker of butts up until 2008 or 2009. That's when I was a cougar for a year. I was like 42, and started dating a coworker who was 26. Did he turn in 27? I turned in 43. But we both work second shift. And anybody that works second shift, you can work first shift, you can work third shift, and have a life. You work second shift, you have no life. I went to work for like 2 o'clock and didn't get home until 12:30. You know what I mean? 2 o'clock p.m. and 12:30 in the morning. So, yeah. And so, yeah, all your family and your friends are your coworkers, and my girls were in their 20s at the time, so I asked their permission first. I, pulled them aside and said, "Hey, you guys have a problem if I decide to walk in your father's shoes once? Check it out." So, yeah, I had cougar status for a year. I dated some, but I also gave this guy knowledge to, experience to become a human being, a better human being, because he was living in his parents' basement. So, I kind of gave him some experience to get out and cut the ties with mommy. But yeah, that only lasted like a year, and then it was like, because he wasn't supposed to be a year. He was only supposed to be a friend, a coworker with benefits. But what can I say? No. So yeah, that didn't work, and yada yada yada. Here I am. Oh, hi, squirrel. Hi, squirrel. How you doing? Cheers. I'm sorry that I'm not seeing half of your guys' stuff. Oh, that's another thing. I haven't learned, like, I guess you can, I don't know how you get the link to put it on there to let people come up. Oh, is that the invite thing right here at the bottom, or is that to invite people to the stream? Because it shows the different screen things, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how to get people to come up on the screen, but I can't do that today anyways, because, yeah. Actually, I'm going to have to cut this short because I got fam coming to get me for lunch, and I really don't want to embarrass them by looking like me as we go out to eat. I don't know where we're going. It's my mom and my sister, so we might be going towards the beach because that's one of our favorite places. But I want to thank you all for coming to my brunch with Bean session. Session number 2 went way better than session number 1. So I think if you guys are all in agreement, because I don't want to get on your nerves, Mondays and Fridays for brunch with Bean, I think is what we're going to be. So that way there, some stuff can happen during the week. On Mondays, we can discuss whatever everybody did on the weekends. And then on Friday, we can discuss whatever the hell happened during the week. And I think that should be fine. And this will give, more opportunity, again, for us to get to know each other. Hi, Mark Thomas. Thank you for joining. I don't mean to offend anybody with my... I do that. I say I love you. I don't know why. Something I do. You know what I mean? So don't take it badly. It's no bad touching here. Trust me, it's all in good fun. Bye, Cynthia. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all of you sticking with our channel. Like I said, it's we kind of like with the numbers. You see everybody that it kills me. Know what I don't understand? It's people that I sub, and I'm not saying this in any. It's not bad, and I just don't understand it. How the fuck do people that don't have any content on their channel, how do they have 700 followers? You know what I mean? When they don't have, because that person watches those people's videos and chats. So obviously you sub them, you know what I mean? You see them all the time. But it just kills me that, people are like, hey, go check out so-and-so's channel and la la la, and give them a sub or a thumbs up and a like. And I go there, and I always go to their about to see what their shit's about. And there's no content there. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Go check these people out. They don't have anything to check out, you know what I mean, except for their name. But, it is what it is. And Oh, that was another thing I was curious about. Sorry, I'm kind of going like, blah, blah, blah. What do you guys have your YouTube channel under? Like, I have it under people in blogs, something like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you guys have it under sports or entertainment. Did I do the right thing? Do I have it, I think I did. I don't give a shit anymore. We're just doing our thing. The people that like us will show up, and the people that don't, whoosh, adios. Really? See, Brenda, I just don't get it. I don't, and again, we have it on entertainment. Really? Entertainment. Thank you so much. That might be our problem. Maybe not. But I can go into editing and change it from people and blogs to entertainment. Okay. I think I'm going to try that and see if that does anything for us. But I hate to rush you all and la la la. I just want to say thank you all for coming to my brunch. But I gotta get off because I don't see anything yet. My sister and my mother is going to be pulling up. Not that they can't come in my house, especially now since the big girl's not here, but that never stopped them. But I got my shit right on my dining room table. And yes, my mother knows, but again, have I ever, smoked a bone in front of her? No. Would I like to smoke a bone with her? Just to fucking see, you know what I mean? Oh my God, that would be so funny. But no. And my sister, again, I'm not a pusher. I don't, you know what I mean? They know what we do. We went on vacation and Pick and I take a ride to the store. We take a ride. And then my mother says, she's so funny, she's 80 years old, and she goes, oh, yeah, they're all doing the pot. Gotta love her. But anywho, guys, I'm going to end this. I really wish the Cobras were having a thing tonight because I laughed my ass off on their stream last week. But I look forward to watching you guys' videos. Entertainment. Okay, that must be it. That's got to be what the thing is. I'm definitely going to change it to entertainment. Thank you guys for your input. We really appreciate it. Mark, I hope we're good. We're good peeps. You've been with us through it all anyway, so thanks. And we're all for supporting the blue, the black and the blue, definitely, and the red. Yeah, to protect and serve. That's what you guys do. Looking out for the bad peeps. We're not them. Anyways, guys, you all have a happy and safe Halloween, and I'll be jumping on your live streams and looking forward to seeing your videos. But we're going to end it so I can go wash this off my face. And take care. Thank you, Bill. Papa Roos. You're awesome. Thank you for coming, guy. You have an awesome, awesome day. Tommy, I know you'll be on soon. I will be watching. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Not one tear spilled today. Yay. All right, guys. We will see you Monday, okay? Be here or be square. Oh, that's not a square, but wait, it's this way, right? There we go. Anywho, from Bones and me, later. Bye. My date. Thank you, Mark. Have a good day. Love you all. Bye. Happy Halloween. Cheers. I got to put my stash away before Mumsy comes in. See you all on the flip side.